So, Lucy, really good to speak to you. Congratulations with the FA Cup win over the weekend. You're through to the 5th round. At the time of us chatting, we don't know who you're going to face. But are you enjoying this time of year when things start to ramp up? You're getting towards the ends of the competitions?
Yeah, I know. I picked a good time to be injured at the start of the season. Get those couple of games out the way where I had to miss a bit. And then, yeah, towards Christmas, we had a good couple of good games. And then the turn of the years, you're involved in the FA Cup, the League Cup gets tighter, and just the league in general. It's the countdown, isn't it, towards the last few games? But I think it's 10 more league games to go, and there's obviously a 6-point gap everyone keeps reminding us of.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure you love
game
that.
on, yeah, game on.
I guess regarding the WSL this season, you are doing the chasing this time around. You've got that. I've got written down here 6 points behind, but I won't mention it again.
10 games, 6 points. I already know it.
Mentally, does it feel different to be the ones chasing versus looking over your shoulder?
I guess so, but at the same, I really enjoy it. I think it's exciting, and especially when you know how it is to be the leader, and you know that it's almost an expectation. Once you're out in front, it's like, oh, you have to win the league.
You can't drop
like
it. Yeah,
the scary part is it's not even the other contenders. It's like, oh, you have to do it now because you've built this up. So for us, it's complete opposite. It's like, well, if we go on and win it, what an achievement that is. And if we end up second, that's where we are now anyway.
Yeah.
But that's not the mindset to finish second, obviously. But I'm just excited. I think it's exciting chasing the team. Being on the other side of it, and obviously not the only team as well. Like this season, I think a lot of teams have performed very different. Like Arsenal, United, and Tottenham have put themselves in the mix there. Different teams taking points off different teams. It's been a bit more exciting, so I've enjoyed it.
Is it nice for you as someone who, not to try and age shame you or anything, but you've been around a little while, but to see it be so competitive and see teams that, when you were younger, Manchester United didn't have a women's team. You're seeing Spurs this season make a really big jump. Is it nice for it to be competitive and have more teams in the mix?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was saying actually one of my second league title that I won, that was with Liverpool, was to this day one of my most exciting league triumphs. Obviously, we were third going into the last game of the season.
Right.
Yeah, we were in third, and we won the league that day.
That must have been crazy.
That was. To this day, it's the one that I'll remember more than any other one.
Gives you goosebumps.
It's
kind
just
of thing.
so exciting. It was like we had to score 3 goals. One team had to lose, another team had to draw. We had to win and by 3 goals, and all these things happened. If that had been happening in these times of women's football, it would have been just gone down in history and folklore. It would have been everywhere on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
It was so exciting, and yeah, definitely one of my career highlights of the league.
Yeah, if you could relive that'd be
all over again. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you are coming up against Arsenal at the weekend. You drew 1-1 with them at the Emirates in November. What are you expecting from them this time around?
Yeah, I mean, I think playing at Stamford Bridge is obviously going to be better for us, good for us. Playing in our home stadium with our home crowd there. Arsenal have been doing pretty well. They've got a great team, good players. I think a similar game, 2 top teams. That game at the Emirates, I think maybe a lot of controversial talking points of offside goals, potential red cards and things like that. But that's the entertainment, isn't it? I think this game will be another entertaining game with so much talent on the pitch from both teams.
I was going to say, looking at the talent, I guess looking at Arsenal's talent, you could be coming up against Olivia Smith, Arsenal's record signing, often plays on the left. When you come up against wingers like her who are so quick and so direct, do you have a personal, without giving too much away, do you have a personal game plan defensively of how you handle that?
I mean, I play against Alyssa Thompson every day in training. I think she's the fastest player in the world or something, so... Yeah, I think we get well prepared in training sessions. You think the players that we have to train against, have to try and mark Sam Kerr on crosses and stuff. I always say a head's like another foot. I just don't get it. she's better with her head than some people are with their dominant foot. So yeah, like I'm used to training against top talent as well, whether it's technical ability, speed, strength. We have it all at Chelsea as well, so it's something that we've come accustomed to training against. So when it comes to games, it's a little bit easier to be prepared for.
And you mentioned Alyssa Thompson there, moved for, over £1 million in the summer. How impressed are you with her? I mean, you've already spoken about her speed, but considering, at such a young age, that price tag coming over to a team like Chelsea, how impressed have you been with her?
Yeah, so impressed. I think obviously she's such a talent, and to the way that she's just slotted into the team, she works so hard. I love it when forwards with ability and pace are hard working as well. It's like one of my favourite types of teammates to play with. And yeah, she just, for someone so young, like she's so hungry, she's so humble. She's a really nice girl. I think her and Nay make me laugh because you could just say anything and they'll just laugh at you. They think everything's funny. So they're just like good people to have in the team. They're really good teammates to have. And I knew Alyssa was a good player. I'd played against her with England anyway, and I've obviously watched her a lot. But I was really surprised just how well and how quickly she adapted, not just to the team, but to the league as well, and what she was coming up against every week. You saw it didn't take long for her to score, and then to just have involvement in every game that she plays. It's just been incredible for Chelsea.
And you talk about there, being able to have a bit of a laugh and a joke, but having so much quality at Chelsea. What is the mood like when you've got this, 6-point gap everyone's talking about, but you guys seem so well knit after watching you all? Because I know you didn't play, but after watching the West Ham game, that trip to Portugal seems to have done you all good. You look, I mean, whoever sanctioned that, by the way, amazing.
I don't know, because don't say that, because we were promised warm weather.
Oh, Sonia was saying it wasn't as warm as we'd all expect.
I mean, it was warmer than England, so I think not too much complaining there. I think it rained less than England. There wasn't any snow, so we're not complaining.
No.
We're very grateful.
But next time a bit
warmer.
But
next time, let's go somewhere hotter. No, but yeah, no, it was good. I think it's nice to go away with stuff like that, just because our team is so diverse. We're so international. I think probably one of the most in the league. And just getting connected again is so important when you have a week or two away. Sam Kerr went off in Australia, got married.
It's a quick turn. Wasn't it? There and back.
The Americans were off. We're all over the world. So to come back, get connected, to spend a bit more quality time together was really nice, and just kind of reset and refocus for the second half of the season.
Yeah. And for you personally at Chelsea, we see you in a back four, we see you in a back three. Do you enjoy the flexibility of doing both roles?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always been quite an adaptable and flexible player. And actually, even at Barcelona, although I played right back, the way that we played at Barca was a back three that kind of shifted, and Rolf Friedlin and Rolf, who was at United now, was very much a left winger, and I was like a centre back, and that happened for a good 2 years at Barca. So it's a role that I know very well. I know that Sonia knows that I can play that role. And yeah, I mean, I think I've got attributes that can add in different positions, and whatever the team needs in a certain position, I'm happy to give that, and to give my experience and things as well.
Is playing centrally something that might suit you more now? It's, again, not to age shame you a little later in your career, but maybe allows you, get on the ball a little bit more, focus on, the technique, the football intelligence side of it.
I think what it gives me, what I can't get at right back as much as, I love solving problems. Like, everyone always sees me like, you do this, you do that. Like, I can just have this image in my head, and I can see where everyone's supposed to be. And sometimes at right back, I'm running so much, I'm like, you just need to go there. You just So at centre back, it's nice to be able to be like, I think if you stuck a mic on me, yeah, the whole game I'm talking. Like, I don't shut up at centre back, because I've got the time and the awareness to be able to be putting people in positions, and I quite enjoy that side. I think that's what Sonia's like, yeah, you could do that on the pitch for me, because I'm on the sideline shouting and getting mad there.
You're just like the backup voice.
Yeah.
I mean, this is sounding like, manager in the making one day.
No, we're not doing that. I can do it on the pitch whilst I'm playing, but a manager, I couldn't. No, not for me.
No. And you talk about Sonia there. You've played under, so many great managers over your career. What is it about Sonia that is maybe similar to other managers, or what sets her apart to have, achieved what you guys achieved last season alone?
Yeah, I mean, what sets her apart? I think I'm not sure what sets her apart. I know what I see similar traits in other top managers that I've had is like the confidence that they have in themselves. I think it's very easy for people to pull apart the way that teams play, or to be like, why is she not playing? Why is that? Why are they doing this? And to really stick by like your ethos and your philosophy, and to stick by like how you think can sometimes be quite hard. I think that's something that I think Serena's always been good at in moments where England's not been performing. It's like she's confident in her ability and what she adds. And I think Sonia's the same. I don't think I've ever had a conversation where I can see any ounce of doubt in her mind about herself or in what she's trying to do with the team and the players that she has. And I think when you can really see that as a player, that the manager has so much confidence in themselves, I think you can take confidence from that.
Yeah, and it's interesting you mentioned confidence. We were just speaking before about, you've got such a strong unit of players, but off the pitch, you're also, you all like to have a bit of a laugh and a joke, but you're all speaking Spanish as well.
Apparently, yeah.
So I mean,
I'm French.
I spoke to Erin. This is a very multilingual squad. I know that
It
you're
is.
multilingual. Erin Cuthbert's told me that she's speaking Spanish.
Very
we
good
know
at
that
Spanish.
Hannah Hampton can speak.
Very good at
Have we got
Spanish.
little like Spanish sessions, other languages going on?
We have like a little Spanish crew. So I'd say like Erin, Hannah, myself are pretty good. Obviously, Myra is the best.
Yeah.
Being Colombian, it makes sense. I tell you, Naomi Germa has a good few. She likes to throw in a few sentences in Spanish, and a few of the other girls try. And then we've also got a bit of a French vibe.
Yeah.
Since like 4 of the coaches are French.
Yeah.
And then Sandy as well. And then we have Liv, who can speak a bit of French. Well, she speaks French and she can speak a bit of Spanish.
It's all going on.
Yeah, so sometimes Sonia shouts on the pitch in French at a few of us, and Kata Macario.
Yeah.
Obviously, she speaks Portuguese. She speaks a bit of Spanish and French as well. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a mix. Like, everybody just likes to help each other and try to talk to each other as much as possible.
I like that. And I also think it's good that Brits in general get put to shame for not learning languages or not. So it makes me happy that there's British players that are speaking the languages.
Yeah, to be fair, because, every morning I think Millie will say like Buenos dias to Myra. Like, obviously Kira knows a few little phrases from her time in Barcelona. Aggie and LJ maybe is not as much, but they've got time to learn. They're young.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, everybody tries their best to make everyone feel at home and accommodated.
Did you pick up any Catalan?
Yeah.
I only know Sisplau. That's
Sisplau.
Sisplau. That's all I know.
Somi, bon dia.
Yeah, bon dia.
Bon dia is an easy one.
Yeah.
Bona nit.
Oh, we're getting this going. I'm
Buenos
telling you, I think
noches,
we need to get a talkSPORT special here. All
What, in
speaking
Catalan?
languages. No, definitely not.
In Spanish, we try in Spanish.
In Espanol, yeah, we'll be all right. And finally, just talking about you as a player, I think we saw how competitive you are. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring the leg up because you took the world by storm at the Euros. When you admitted that, did you expect it to go as crazy?
Do you know what it was? Is like I knew about it. The girls knew about it. Serena did. The staff, the majority of the staff did. So some of our like social media staff actually didn't know, but they'd been told like keep Lucy out of this certain thing, but they had no idea. They thought maybe it's like my knee was a bit sore.
Yeah.
Obviously my family knew. And then after some of the games, some of the younger players especially be like, why are you like, can we tell people that you've got a broken leg?
You're a medical marvel, let's be honest.
I remember Esme Morgan, I was sat with her and Serena, and she was like, she asked for Serena's permission for one, which I was like, it's not Serena's leg, it's mine. She was like, Serena, when the Euros is finished, like, can we talk about Lucy's leg? And she went, and I was like, of course you can't, Esme. She was like, I can't wait to talk about it. And I was like, nobody's going to care. I can vividly remember having this conversation. So I do owe Esme an apology for that.
Yeah, because I mean, you literally had so many people speaking about your strength to put yourself through that. I mean, I'm gonna make a judgment here that you never once thought, I'm not playing with this. I am getting through this no matter what. You are quite a competitive person in that sense. And
Yeah.
obviously, I know how much you love playing for England as well.
Yeah.
It was never in doubt. You just
No.
had tunnel vision. You were getting through it.
Yeah, I think that was like, you know, when people say they're so honoured to play for the country and things like that, and I've never been very good at expressing my feelings with how I speak. I'm very good at like doing things and showing.
Yeah.
And I think I've never been able to show how much it means to me to like play for England, because like you score a goal and you celebrate, like,
Yeah.
oh cool, she's showing a bit of emotion. I'm like, no guys, you don't get it. Like, I love playing for England and I will do anything, but I have never been able to speak about like how much pain I'm in with my knees or the injections that I do, because it's not something we speak about. And then this was an obvious injury because I was gonna miss a couple months of the season, so I had to talk about it eventually. And people were like, oh, like you really want to play for England? I was like, yeah, I've been telling you this for the last decade.
Yeah.
So I've finally got to kind of have an example of it now.
Well, I don't think you could get a better example than that. I think you showed every single England fan exactly what it means. And I was out there in Switzerland with the talkSPORT team, and I remember being stood with Adrian Durham, Tash Dowie, Courtney Sweetman-Cote. We all stood there and we saw it and we were like, oh my God. And we all just said what a real credit and asset you are to England.
I had a few people, I think there's a few skeptics still who think that I lied, or I'll have to print out the
You've got the
scan or
scans.
something, yeah, post it on Instagram.
And finally, it's so lovely to hear you speak about England like that. We know we've got a World Cup coming up. I know you don't count your trophies. You don't.
Oh, the Women's World Cup.
Yeah, the
men's
women's
is coming up
the men's
first.
is coming up
Don't
as
forget
well.
that, yeah.
Of course.
Proud of the boys.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be an interesting one over in America. They've got a lot to live up to. I think the women
They'll do great. They do great. Yeah, they'll pave the way. They'll get a good World Cup for them, and then next year we'll qualify, and then that's when we get to work in Brazil.
Yeah. And I know you don't count your trophies, you don't have them in your house, but I think the World Cup's the only one you've got missing. So maybe it'd be nice if you get an opportunity.
It would be very nice. That would be like, I couldn't have imagined when I was younger winning like all these trophies. I think it was never like a focus. I wanted to win, I wanted to be the best, but it wasn't like I wanted because I want these trophies. And then as my career started to happen and I started to win more, it just becomes like I'm an addict.
Yeah.
I went to France, I won every domestic trophy there. Spain, I won every domestic trophy there. England, I've won every domestic trophy. I won the NCAAs in America. I've even won the second division in England.
Show off.
But it was just like, once it started to happen and I was like, I've done everything in each of these places. But winning something for England was like, why have I not done this yet? Why have I not done this? Winning the Euros was like the most satisfying thing in the world. But the fact that I finished like 4th, 3rd and 2nd in a World Cup is the bane of my life. That's, I would trade every single one of them trophies I've spoken about just for one World Cup.
Well, fingers crossed you're at that World Cup and you're lifting it with England, and of course with Chelsea. A lot of trophies on the line this season, and best of luck for you all.
Thank you.
Winning as much as you possibly can.
Exactly. Thank you.